I'm nervous. It's like 3LW. That's his challenge.
Y'all know we recorded, right? It's recorded.
Fucking vegetable oil and shit.
Fuck off.
Oh, she got mad. Hey, that's fucking funny. All right, everybody, we back. My nigga is 3Pete. Everybody, welcome back to the Insensitive Podcast. This is episode 3. Me and my nigga B is back. It's your boy P.
What up?
What up, my nigga? You good?
I'm good. Just watching this poker shit on ESPN.
Yeah, what didn't I say that last week about the shit they show on ESPN?
Yeah, they be showing. But these niggas, they making some serious money out here. I don't know. Look at this nigga.
That's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up.
You can't tell if he's asleep.
This nigga is stupid. All right, so we got our first guest today, people, and this is I'm not gonna say a very special guest. You ain't that special.
I am super special.
Well, we got our good friend Stephanie here. How long I know you, Stephanie? Since like 2012.
12.
So I've known Stephanie for 7 years. She is my girlfriend's best friend, pretty much. But I knew her before I met my girlfriend, actually. So welcome.
Let's not get into it.
I know her that long.
Thank you.
I'm not as cool as P is with her. You know, I really don't like her.
Fuck you.
I want to punch her in the face right now.
Bitch, she's sitting somewhere right here. Whatever.
But welcome, Stephanie. You're our first guest, so thank you for coming on the Insensitive
You're
Podcast.
welcome.
So
Thank you guys for inviting me. I'm honored.
appreciate it. So we're gonna bring Stephanie on. We're gonna jump into the first segment, sports. We're gonna bring Stephanie back in after we talk about sports. So we want to go ahead and jump into everything because we got a lot of shit to talk about today. Let me see. So you ready, bro?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to jump right into sports. So last week, me and B, we gave our predictions about where Kawhi Leonard was going to go. I feel like Stephanie just stared at us and smiled. There she is. She is.
Fucking creep over here.
But no, we gave our predictions on where Kawhi Leonard was going to end up before the show. We thought he was going to get signed by the time the show ended, but that didn't. Well, by the time we got done recording, but that didn't happen. So
Yeah.
I think it was the day after.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
He
so
was waiting on it and then announced it that night.
Right, so of course I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now. He went to the Los Angeles Clippers. What did you say? You said he was gonna sign to Toronto.
I thought he was gonna stay in Toronto. I thought the Clippers were out, but I knew he wasn't gonna go to LA.
What, the Lakers?
Yeah, I know he was gonna go to the Lakers.
I thought he was. So I said the Lakers. Brandon said the Raptors. We were both wrong, and this nigga went to the Clippers. I want to give props to Kawhi because honestly, nigga, the fucking league, like I said last week, the league evened out when all the fucking free agency shit happened. So I feel like his decision doing that was a good move, bro, because he could have easily just went over there with LeBron. He could have easily went over to AD, but he didn't do that. And that's some old school shit, honestly, to want to compete against other niggas in the league. So I appreciate Kawhi for doing that. And yeah, niggas going to the Clippers.
Yeah,
I
think a big part of the reason, and a lot of y'all who listened to the podcast last week, y'all saw that my opinions on it is the fact that LeBron is probably he's a good player a great player to play with, but not everybody can play with LeBron. And I don't think he wanted to do that and have, it takes the sport out of the NBA.
That super team shit ain't for him.
Yeah, he don't want to do that.
Yeah,
and now, what it looked like, Pernell's gonna elaborate on this. Now it looks like it's the era of like big three. It's just duos now.
Yeah, the whole league now is just a bunch of duos pretty much, which is great. The next season gonna be fucking crazy. But the Clippers defense, they gonna have the best defense in the league next year for sure because they got Patrick Beverley at point guard, Kawhi. They got I'm gonna talk about the next nigga in a second, but so we were both wrong. And Chris Broussard last week, I said that Chris Broussard was with ESPN. It sounded wrong when I even said it. Chris Broussard is with Fox Sports, so I apologize for that. But Chris Broussard put out an apology because he was the one that said that the LA Clippers were out before Kawhi actually made his decision.
Yeah.
So he delivered an apology because he was completely wrong. So because like I said last week, I thought the Clippers were out because of what he said. Because Chris Broussard is a pretty reliable source, but that nigga was wrong too. So.
You can't blame him. People wrong.
But nigga, you said that shit too. You was like, you can't trust every source, and I was like, Chris Broussard is a good source. But yeah, I think you did say that. But yeah, so everybody, I don't think anybody expected him to go to the Clippers, but he did. And then shortly after that, Paul George for Oklahoma City Thunder, he quickly demanded a trade and he got traded to the Clippers. So now,
because it was initially part of what Kawhi wanted.
Kawhi told the Clippers that if you want me, y'all got to go get Paul George, because apparently him and Paul George have been talking for a minute about doing this, because they both from Cali.
I forgot. They said they pushed. He said he pushed the Lakers their meeting in order to meet Paul George in LA. He's gonna meet him, so he pushed the meeting with the Lakers back so he could talk with Paul George before
I ain't see that. But
so it kind of seemed like he was already from the jump going to decide to go there, but he wanted to make sure that the stipulations were going to be like met.
Right, and I saw that when Chris Broussard said that the Clippers were out, that Kawhi's camp was like laughing.
Yeah,
like, yeah, okay, nigga, because that wasn't really happening. So I really want to say props to Kawhi Leonard, my nigga, because that's a big move that you didn't just take the easy way out and go over there with LeBron and AD. So that was a big move. So the Clippers, like I said, they gonna have the best defense in the league. They got Paul George over there. They got Kawhi Leonard over there. They got that nigga Patrick Beverly. So the Clippers I'm not gonna say they're the front runner to win the championship next year, but I think they're gonna be second. I'm gonna talk about why in a second. But what else happened after that? So Westbrook. So with Paul George leaving Oklahoma City, that left, of course, Westbrook, and that put out the narrative of course, nobody wants to play with Westbrook, which I don't want to say, because Westbrook is a great player. Westbrook is my favorite player in the league, hands down. But I told you this, nigga, I've told everybody this. The style that Russell Westbrook plays with, it's hard to win a championship. The style of play that this nigga goes on the court every night with. That's my nigga, and I'll ride for him, but his style of play, he has to change his style of play if he wants to win a fucking championship in the NBA. So with that happening, and then it came out that Westbrook and Paul George got offered to the Toronto Raptors. Before the Paul George trade happened to the Clippers, the Thunder offered Paul George and Westbrook to the Raptors, but they declined it. So they offered Paul George, Westbrook for Pascal Siakam, which I don't know why the fucking Raptors denied that, because I would have took that fucking trade. So when Westbrook found out about that, he wanted to, of course, get traded by the Thunder. So it was coming out that he was going to go to the Miami Heat, which I didn't want to happen, because I don't think that him and Jimmy Butler's game, I don't think that would have worked out. And I don't think we winning shit with or without Russell Westbrook. Miami's not going to win shit next year. But Miami didn't want to give up. We didn't want to give up our rookie draft pick, Tyler Hero, and we didn't want to give up Bam Adebayo, which the Thunder wanted, which I can kind of agree with, because Tyler Hero, he's fucking doing his thing in the summer league right now. But it is Russell Westbrook, so I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I think they made the right decision though, because like I said, I don't think we're winning shit with or without Russell Westbrook. So Russell Westbrook demanded the trade. The Miami shit didn't happen. He ends up going to the Houston Rockets last night. He got traded for Chris Paul. So Chris Paul is now in Oklahoma City. Westbrook is going to Houston. He's going back with James Harden. And I don't think that's going to work either, honestly, because I think that James Harden and Westbrook's game is going to fucking conflict with each other, honestly.
I don't know who in the league would compliment Westbrook.
Yeah, it's not too many niggas that you could say that would compliment Westbrook. The way that he plays, that's what it is. It's the way he plays the game. It's like people say he's stat padding because he gets all these triple doubles, but it's just his style of play. It has to change. But I can't even see it meshing with LeBron, honestly.
Yeah,
but
I think.
So Westbrook is gone. He's reunited with James Harden. So James Harden and Westbrook, they played together for 3 years when they were in Oklahoma City. Nigga, I'm gonna read this to you, B. The Thunder fans, y'all gotta be going through some shit, cause y'all, nigga, what the fuck you text me? This nigga just text me. This nigga told me to slow down. Yeah, I know. But so the fucking Thunder, nigga, they had. Let me name you all the players that they had, my nigga. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George.
Oh, they had Harden a while ago, right? It was first,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, Victor Oladipo, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, Reggie Jackson. All over a span of 11 years in Oklahoma City, they have won 0 championships in that time.
Well, then it can't be said about the players. It must be about the organization, then, right? If all them players have come and went.
The Thunder have had 3 future MVPs on their team all at one time. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. They have lost all 3, 2 of them by their own doing. They got rid of Russell Westbrook yesterday. They traded James Harden however many years ago to Houston. And Kevin Durant, he left on his own, of course. They got to do something over there. They gotta figure that shit out because there's no way you have all this talent and you ain't got no fucking championship. Kevin Durant won a championship on his own twice with Golden State. Who else got one? Serge Ibaka, he got a championship with Toronto this year.
Well, I'm not gonna say on his own.
Who? When he left, he got a championship. So those are only two niggas that got a championship. But that's fucking crazy. So I know that Thunder fans are fucking. They gotta be going through it right now with all the shit.
I still don't think they took the biggest L out of it. I feel like it's still the Knicks.
Nigga, they just lost Russell Westbrook and Paul George in the same season.
I feel like the Knicks dropped the ball a lot during the stretch.
They did, but the Thunder just lost Westbrook and they two best players in the same offseason. Yeah, so I'm praying for Thunder fans honestly, because that's fucked up. Especially if you've been a fan with the Thunder for a long time. And the thing is, you can't even blame Westbrook because once he got word that they would have traded, they would have got rid of him. Why wouldn't you go? Why would you stay? Yeah. So you can't be mad at Westbrook. You can't. Oh, on the TV, Westbrook says he's, what did it say? Eternally grateful to OKC. I think it said. Damn, fuck it. I think that's what it said. But what else is there? The Lakers, they also signed some more players. They got Avery Bradley, Danny Green, Quinn Cook. They signed a whole bunch of niggas. So the Lakers, they used the rest of the money that they had for Kawhi Leonard because I think everybody expected Kawhi to go to the Lakers. Well, not everybody because you didn't. But so they started using their money to sign some more players around LeBron and AD. And they also got DeMarcus Cousins. So DeMarcus Cousins is reunited with Anthony Davis because they played that one season, I think, in New Orleans. I think it was one season. Rajon Rondo's coming back. And it's being reported that LeBron's playing point guard next year. So LeBron's going to be at the one. So the starting five is probably going to be LeBron, Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, AD. Oh, they start. Kuzma's coming off the bench, right? No, he probably gonna be lineup. So LeBron, Danny Green, Kuzma, AD, and DeMarcus Cousins is they starting five. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, that's the best starting five in the league, hands down. You could argue that the Clippers, they definitely got the best defense in their starting five, hands down. But all around talent and skill wise, the Lakers have the best starting five in the league right now, and I feel like the Lakers have a better team now than the Clippers. It's neck and neck though, but we gonna see what happens, bro. This shit gonna be exciting next year. It is gonna be an exciting season to watch, though. That's what I think. I think it's gonna be real exciting, more so than other seasons where they have big three. Because once it's big three, who are gonna dominate the game. Warriors last year, the year before, right? You already know. But now, to be honest, it's anyone's game. Yeah, which is great. Which is what I wanted. I said that last week. That's what the league needed. So the league is evened out. It's pretty much a whole bunch of duos now around the league, and Stephanie's like, "What the fuck? When am I gonna come in?"
That is my exact thoughts right now.
You said what?
That's my exact thoughts right now.
You finna come in a second. We gonna bring Stephanie in after we talk about sports, which is gonna be done in a second. But what did I want to say? Oh, so I reported last week. Well, I didn't report it, but I was talking about it last week that LeBron. You work for that? I know, right? I work for ESPN. But I said that LeBron was changing his number. So it just came out, like, I think an hour ago that LeBron has to wait to change his number. And it says, LeBron will wait to change his jersey number due to potential production and financial issues with manufacturer Nike. So LeBron can't change his number yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be changed before the season starts, but it's not going to matter. He said it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. I mean, 6 and 23. So, anyways, LeBron is fucking. He can't change his number yet. He's gonna.
I have questions.
This nigga's a hater.
I don't want to come.
What? Go ahead.
Why does the number matter?
Why does it matter, Stephanie? Go ahead and tell him. Go ahead and tell him.
Because when he was in Miami, he wore number 6. Okay. So I was talking about it last week. Number 6, LeBron. That was a totally different nigga. That nigga. Number 6 LeBron was that nigga. But he, of course, when he changed number, it's not gonna change anything. But it's just he's going back to number 6 because the nigga that the Lakers just got, he wears number 23. So LeBron's giving him number 23 because they cool. So he's like, you can just take it and I'll go back number 6. So
then he's gonna go back to number 6 and number 6 LeBron is gonna come out.
Yeah. So that's postponed. So and I think that's all I got for sports. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Unless you got something that you seen, nigga.
Shut up, bitch.
I think that's it though. So I think that's it. All right. So we gonna move on to the next segment. That was only 14 minutes, so that's good. So we gonna move on to music now. So we gonna bring Stephanie in. I don't even know if you the first thing I'm talking about, I don't even know if you heard it yet. I was playing it before, But I was talking last week about J. Cole and Dreamville's album that dropped last Friday, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. That's out. I told y'all I was going to give a little quick review on it. I'm actually surprised that it worked, honestly, because they had so many producers and artists in the studio, and the whole golden ticket thing that they did in January. I didn't know if that shit was going to work, but that shit actually worked. That shit sounded great. And I want to shout out to Dreamville because that shit sounded great. That shit actually came out really good. I don't want to say it's the album of the year yet because the year's only halfway over, but that's definitely up there with what I said. Freddie Gibbs album. What else came out? Future's album. Future's no, not the Save Me, nigga. The other one.
I didn't listen to
The Wizard. You did listen to Wizard, nigga, with Server Killer Cam.
Oh, that was
this year. Yeah. Future's, I think Future's The Wizard, Freddie Gibbs, and Dreamville. Those are 3 best albums that came out yet. The Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
I think a lot of. I didn't listen to all of it because there's a lot of fucking songs on there.
Well, on Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Yeah.
This nigga said. Y'all remember this nigga said he was gonna listen to it, right? He did. He said that last week.
Shut up! I didn't listen to all. They got a lot of songs on there.
Yeah,
Costa Rica's still my favorite song though.
But you ain't listen to the whole thing.
Okay, shut up. But I still like it.
The first week sales came out today, and Revenge of the Dreamers 3 is now the #1 album in the country. They debuted #1 with 112,000 first week. So shout out Dreamville, shout out J. Cole. Y'all did a hell of a job. Like I said, I didn't think it was gonna come out like that because when you put a whole bunch of producers and artists together, that shit could backfire on you. And it was also this was the most collaborative Billboard 200 #1 album in hip hop history because it had 65 guest spots. Damn. So that was the most. Yeah, that was the most.
65?
Yeah, that was the most collaborative #1 album in hip hop history. Damn. And next best was Grateful by DJ Khaled that had 50.
Damn.
So Dreamville.
Khaled probably punching the air right now.
I know, right? Because that nigga was mad about that fucking Tyler the Creator shit.
I lost some respect for him, man. He's
that Tyler shit.
Hater, bro.
Yeah, that Tyler shit was. We didn't even talk about that because that happened some weeks ago. But yeah,
we did talk about it. He's a hater though.
Well, I heard he had a temper tantrum.
Yeah,
he had a temper because
Tyler the Creator's album beat out his album.
Without he had no features, dude. What features he had?
I don't know. I ain't.
He produced his album though. He produced everything.
He always produces. His album. Yeah, Tyler the Creator, he's dope, but I'm not into him like that. I listened to the album one time, and I'm not really into him like that. But
you say you like Khaled?
Khaled straight. He don't rap, but his albums. I listened to his album a couple times, but it wasn't that great. But yeah, shout out to Dreamville, #1 album in the country. Every album J. Cole's put out has been #1 album. So shout out J. Cole, shout out Dreamville. Big Crit put out an album today. It's called Crit Is Here. I only listened to it about halfway through. I ain't listened to the whole thing.
Crit, I ain't heard about Crit in a while, but Crit is
he's an underrated artist.
He's underrated.
Yeah, he's really underrated. Shout out our nigga Isaiah if you listen to this. I don't know if you listen to our podcast, but he was in the
Crit.
Our nigga Isaiah, he was in Crit's video. I think it's called.
He was. That's what you were showing us.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the video that Big Crit put out. I don't know, like a month ago. It's called Crit Here. I think it's called Crit Here. Yeah, it's called Crit Here. He's the nigga in the beginning. He's the nigga brushing his hair. I just saw that he was brushing his hair in the beginning. So shout out our nigga Isaiah if you're hearing this.
Yay, go Isaiah.
You don't even know Isaiah.
Yes,
oh yeah, you met him. Yeah, you did. I forgot you met him at the party.
Get out. Go home. That's it.
All right, so we gonna move on. So now Stephanie can jump into something here. But what question did you have? I want to ask you that. What question did you have about the sports shit?
Really.
She don't forgot.
I forgot.
All right, so anyways,
I already knew.
Anyways, oh yeah, so I want to say this too. I almost forgot. So every time we have a guest, this is what we gonna do, nigga. Every time we have a guest, we gonna make them take a shot. Either we gonna make them hit the blunt or they gonna take a shot.
I'm ready for the shot.
So, all right, hold on. Let me go get it. We finna pour Stephanie a shot. We got that Ciroc watermelon. You need to pay me for this. Ciroc, summer watermelon. Go get that shit if you ain't tasted that shit already. Good. That shit is the best fucking Ciroc flavor. They need to fucking, when summertime's over with, they need to take the summer out the name and just sell that shit as Ciroc watermelon because that shit is busting. I'm finna pour Stephanie a shot.
This nigga work for ESPN, SportsCenter, and Diddy.
He's a Ciroc girl. Ciroc boy.
Don't do this.
Hot boy summer.
You want one, B?
No, I'm good.
I'll take one.
What is that, a baby?
Oh, damn. You said, is that a baby?
Baby shot. Alright, they toasting up.
Hold on. Oh,
damn, you finna...
Stop spilling this shit.
Cheers.
Go ahead.
Cheers.
Oh, damn. Stephanie almost threw up.
It's like biting into a watermelon.
Alright, so...
What we got next?
So Cardi B versus Jermaine Dupri. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Seriously?
Okay. I don't know how this is gonna sound. I'm gonna put
versus Jermaine Dupri. He's still living.
I'm gonna put the phone up to the mic. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I'm not gonna put it too close.
Said,
but hold on, where is it, Jermaine? So I'm pretty sure most of y'all heard Jermaine Dupri was pretty much saying that female rappers today, they're all rapping about the same thing. It's like strippers rapping. So I don't know. I think he was on a talk show. I don't know what talk show it was that he was on, but this is a clip right here. Hold on.
Do you have a favorite right now in the rap game?
Cardi B, Nicki,
Females?
Megan Thee Stallion. Stand out to you?
I can't really say.
Not a Cardi B fan?
The reason why I can't say is because I feel like they're all rapping about the same thing, and I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. I think they're trying to show, for me, it's like strippers rapping, and I don't. As far as rap goes, I'm not getting who is the best rapper. I'm getting like, okay, you got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. Okay, all right. Who's gonna be the rapper?
So different.
Yeah.
What is the thing that you want to see if you're not like?
Just more. I mean, I feel like.
All right, so I didn't want to play it too long, but that's what he said. And that's my first time actually seeing what he actually said. I didn't see that yet. But this is what Cardi B said. I don't know if it was the day of, the day after. Cardi B went to Instagram and she had a response. So this is what Cardi B said.
Okay, guys. So I have seen a lot of people, right, that nowadays female rappers only talk about their pussy and shit. And now that Jermaine Dupri bring it up, now I'm going to say something about it, right? First of all, I rap about my pussy because she's my best friend, you know what I'm saying? And second of all, it's because it seems like that's what people want to hear. I ain't even going to front because let me tell you something. When I did Be Careful, people was talking mad shit in the beginning. Like, what the fuck is this? This is not what I expected. I expected this. I expected that. So it's like, if that's what people ain't trying to hear.
They did say that.
Then, all right, then I'm going to start rapping about my pussy again. And second of all, there's a lot of female rappers that be rapping their ass off and don't be talking about their pussy and don't be talking about, getting down and dirty. And y'all don't be supporting them. Y'all don't be supporting them and they be mad dope.
And then she went on and she did another post, but I'm not gonna play it. She tagged a couple female rappers. Rhapsody, you heard of Rhapsody B? Mm-hmm. Yes, nigga. Rhapsody's I think she tagged like 2 or 3 more people, but pretty much trying to say that there is female rappers that do talk about shit, but nobody supports them. So what y'all think about that?
I think Jermaine Dupri is ignorant for saying that.
Why?
You gotta elaborate.
Because there's so many guys that rap about the same thing, trapping, bitches, and they talk about their lives. And the women, maybe they were strippers, but they're talking about their lives, they're saying their story, and people relate to it.
Can't say bitches. Kids listen to this.
Fuck you.
But what you think, B? Before I say something,
I think the same way because it's you doing a double standard. To be honest, man, you gotta. They're not thinking about being the best rapper right now. They're thinking about the money. It's a business. It's a business,
that's
man.
what I was saying about Blueface last week.
It's a business.
Blueface don't give a fuck about.
That's
rap.
fine if you're a good rapper and whatnot. That's cool. But a lot of this stuff, a lot of people don't. It don't matter if it's female or male. They don't get the recognition that they deserve for being a good rapper. J. Cole don't get the recognition for being, to me, very. I still think he's underrated.
I don't want. We not gonna talk about J. Cole every podcast. It's just so It just happened that.
Because
they put this album out, and honestly, y'all know J. Cole don't ever put out. He's not always around.
I'm just saying that.
I want to say that
there's a difference between J. Cole and Future. There's a difference between Rhapsody and probably Cardi B.
Right.
Think of it like that. She thinking about what to do from a business standpoint. That she gotta make her money. You let her eat. You made your money. Don't it's not you have a double standard, bro. I mean, that's just what I think.
So y'all think Jermaine Dupri have a double standard?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he felt bad about his statement, and then he's doing that.
Oh, he felt bad about it.
Oh, he's trying to trap. I didn't see that. So what happened?
Let me pull it up.
But okay, I'm gonna say this while she's pulling it up. I feel like with what Cardi B said, I feel like artists shouldn't just make music because based off what people want to hear. And I'm glad you brought up J. Cole because I wanted to say this, but I didn't want to bring up J. Cole all the time. But that's one thing that he does. He don't give a fuck who fuck with the music. He gonna make he's the type of artist that's gonna make the type of music that he likes. He don't give a fuck if you like it or not. That's what I feel like artists should do. I feel what she's saying about there's our female artists that people don't support out here that is actually talking about shit. But if you're an artist, you shouldn't give a fuck about what people saying. If whatever music that you making, make what's in your heart and put it out and fuck what anybody else gotta say. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri, he does.
But there's stuff. I feel like there's other stuff that go into that too. Some of them, their main priority won't be to make good music. Some of them, their priority be make money.
Yeah, yes, there is artists like that, and every artist is not the same. Every artist's fucking mindset is not gonna be the same, of course. But I feel like as an artist, you shouldn't just make music based off what people are saying. Of course, people are gonna do that, but that's just my opinion. Make what's in your heart and put it out and say fuck what anybody else thinks, because that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's all about being genuine.
Yeah, it is. So you put it up?
Yeah.
So what happened?
So basically, Jermaine Dupri, and I'm gonna read it, and he quotes: "After all the calls, DMs, angry tweets, and other messages saying I am a major gatekeeper in the hip hop world, why don't I invest in a female who is out here hustling and making a name for herself? I decided to create the So Deaf Female Cipher. Details coming soon."
What? Okay, so he did that because he got backlash, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that, but good job, Stephanie.
Plus, what I think he'll probably do is probably try to use this so his name can be in the media, so it's gonna project him forward.
Yeah.
I think he'll kind of use it. Kind of use this opportunity. Anytime anybody comes up in the media and they kind of like irrelevant, so to speak, nowadays,
right,
they'll have to try to think about a way that they can
come back into
some kind of form, or use the media attention that's on them temporarily,
right,
to kind of get something out there. This to him is making that cipher thing, whatever.
He did respond pretty quick too, so.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So, what else we got?
Everybody gonna respond when everybody facing backlash. Of course they're gonna be correct to change. They're gonna be quick to change what they say.
I'm glad you said that. This is what I want to say about that. Everything does not, people, not even just celebrities, everything doesn't deserve a response. You don't have to, y'all need to know this. You do not have to respond to everything. And I want to say that, and I'm glad because this relates to Cardi B too, because Cardi B, she responds to everything.
She does.
You don't have to respond to everything. I know she's not going to hear this, but Cardi B, you don't have to respond to everything just because somebody said something. You don't have to, fuck anybody's opinion. That goes back to what I said about the music. Fuck what people saying about, you said that when you put out Be Careful, people was fucking, oh, what the fuck is this? I didn't expect this. Fuck all that.
I like that song.
I don't care for it, but I don't really listen to Cardi B like that, so I can't say anything about it. But you don't have to respond to everything. You really don't. So I just want people to know that you don't have to respond to everything. If somebody talking shit to you on Facebook and it's some dumb shit, you don't have to respond to them just because they talking shit to you on Facebook.
That's true.
You don't have to do that.
Because sometimes you end up making yourself look bad.
And you gonna make yourself look stupid for nothing over some dumb shit. You don't have to respond.
Some people let their anger get the best of them, and sometimes something ignorant come out, and then they just get caught up in a worse situation. So,
all right.
But
some people
anyway,
like to get a reaction out of you just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and I forgot to say this. So on Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I'm starting to get tipsy, nigga. But this nigga Fred. I think I be talking too fast sometimes.
I try to text him. I try to be subtle about it, but he be talking too fast.
I think that's a Florida thing because a lot of niggas talk fast in Florida. But Kodak talk. You see how fast Kodak be talking, nigga. Me and Kodak from around the same area, nigga. But
say this, sister.
That shit was funny as fuck. But on Revenge of the Dreamers 3, on the last song, J. Cole, I don't know if you saw this beat, but he said that him and his wife are expecting another baby. So congratulations to my nigga Cole. On the last song, Sacrifices, he said that it was pretty much, his verse was pretty much about his wife. So congratulations to my nigga Cole. Like I said again, shout out to Dreamville. They might have had a baby already too.
Who knows? Yeah. Cause
that shit was recorded in January, and I saw everybody was like, "Oh, he's expecting his baby." They could have had the baby already by now, cause that shit was in January. So, congrats to Cole. We haven't even seen the first baby. We don't even know what the first fucking baby.
I mean, more power to him, bro, cause he's keeping him out of the limelight. So shit.
Yeah. And the last thing on music, I want to say we gonna talk about ASAP Rocky real quick. It's being reported, if you haven't seen it already, that I don't even know what exactly happened, I think somebody was stalking him while he was in Sweden. I don't know what he's in Sweden for. There was a guy stalking him, and I don't know what happened with the whole situation. There was a video that got put out, but I didn't see the video. But ASAP Rocky, what happened?
There was two guys that were just following him and his boys. They were just kept trying to provoke him and whatnot, like run up on him and just trying to provoke him into fighting, and they wouldn't leave him alone. So in the video, the video's on his Instagram,
and he got arrested.
And I feel like they probably took the other people's sides.
Yeah, so ASAP Rocky, he's locked up in Sweden right now, and it's being reported that he's being held in inhumane conditions. So I'll read
AKA jail. I mean,
yeah. So, but he's a celebrity though, so that's why I don't understand why they have celebrities. But I don't fucking know. But this is the article. It says ASAP Rocky is being held in a Swedish jail with shockingly inhumane conditions, feces hurled about and not cleaned up. What the fuck? Nasty food in facilities that are not fit for human beings. This according to sources with direct knowledge of Rocky's situation. Our sources tell TMZ the rapper is sleeping on a yoga mat with no blankets. There is a prisoner in the next cell with severe mental issues who slams his head against the concrete wall and hurls feces every which way. Feces that is not cleaned up. The water will told... Stephanie's fucked up. That's fucked up stuff. She's laughing. Hey, baby. My baby just walked in, y'all. With her hair looking all pretty. The water, we're told, is not clean and the food is not edible. For the first 5 days, ASAP Rocky ate an apple a day and that's it. We're told the facility is filthy and disease-ridden. As we reported, ASAP Rocky is being held for 2 weeks while prosecutors decide whether to charge him for aggravated assault stemming from a street brawl. Oh yeah, he did beat that nigga. He beat somebody ass. I did see that.
They shouldn't have been messing with him.
Despite a video showing the alleged victim harassing and even physically attacking Rocky and his crew prior to the incident. So pretty much, I don't want to read the whole thing because it's long as fuck. So he's in Sweden. He's being held in inhumane conditions. I want to say, keep your head up, A$AP Rocky. That shit is fucked up. Even though you a celebrity, like I said, I don't understand because usually I hear that they put celebrities in different parts of prisons or jails. So I don't understand why that's not being done. But of course, Sweden is different from America. But I don't know. I just want to say, hold your head, A$AP Rocky. That shit is fucked up. Nobody deserves to go through that. And what? Oh, but there was I don't know if y'all saw. But when this was being reported, people were putting out tweets of what A$AP Rocky said. Y'all remember the Ferguson shit? About everything. Remember when the nigga got killed in Ferguson?
Yeah.
That was a tragedy. Mm-hmm. In 2014, they asked A$AP Rocky about that. And he was saying, like, I don't fucking live in Ferguson. I live in LA. I don't give a fuck about that. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So people were reposting that because he's in jail now, which is fucked up, but he did say that. So what do you think about that?
Even if he said that, I feel like he still shouldn't. No human should get treated that way.
Yeah, I feel the same way. What do you think, B?
That came back to bite him in the ass.
I mean it did, but that's true.
I mean it did.
But he's still a human being at the end of the day. Even though he said that, he's still in a fucked up situation.
He is, but I'm not saying he deserved it, but
yeah. So hold your head, A$AP Rocky. That's all I want to say because I didn't want to speak about it too long because I think that was reported like a week ago. So I don't want to speak on it too long. So we gonna move on to the next segment. I think we just got entertainment and 2 more segments. So next is entertainment. So first of all, for entertainment, I want to say rest in peace to it's Cameron Boyce, right? Y'all know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to say his name wrong. He was on Disney Channel, right?
Yeah.
He was a Disney Channel star. I want to say rest in peace, Cameron Boyce. And when I saw the report that he died, I didn't know him by name, but when I saw his face, it instantly hit me. I was like, damn, I seen him on Disney Channel all the time. And he was only 20 years old. So apparently he had a seizure in his sleep, and he passed away at 20 years old. That's a young fucking age. So rest in peace to Cameron Boyce. That's fucked up. And that's like, bro, I think like all 3 episodes I put out a rest in peace. Last week, who was it? The dude for the Angels and the Giants.
He was young. He was 27.
God damn. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't even release the autopsy yet for him, so I don't know what happened, man.
But I think the first episode I just said rest in peace to XXX Tentacion and Nipsey Hussle. But that's 2 weeks in a row that somebody has died and we have to give a rest in peace. So, like I said, I think it was on either the first or second episode. Continue to show the people love that's in your life, because you don't know how long people gonna be here. Continue to show everybody love that you have while they still here, because you never know the last time you're gonna see somebody. That shit is fucked up. This nigga Brandon trying to hug me. Now that I'm saying that,
Come on, bro. I'm not doing that.
This nigga right here. But I want to read the Instagram post that his father put out. This is from Victor Boyce.
How old was he? He was 20?
He was 20.
Damn, bro. He didn't even live half his life.
And if I fucked up how he died, I'm sorry. I did not mean that. But I read that he had a seizure in his sleep, right? Y'all saw the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So his dad posted a picture of him, and he said, "My son, just hours before he was snatched from our lives." Oh, I guess he took this picture. Damn. "I miss him terribly. I hope that no one ever has to feel the agony I'm feeling, but no one is immune to tragedy. The outpouring of love and support our family continues to receive is so beautiful and appreciated. Thank you all for helping us through our worst possible situation." So I want to say, hold your head, Victor Boyce. That's some fucked up shit. Because I have a son. Of course, I've said that a bunch of times on this podcast. So I can't even imagine the pain he's feeling right now. I've never lost anybody, a person that significant in my life. So I can't even imagine the pain he's going through.
I mean, not a person, but, kind of.
Yeah, I've lost. Of course, I've lost in my life, but not. I haven't had a person die. That's. Oh yeah. I see. I know what you're saying. But yeah. So hold your head. Y'all got anything to say about that?
Yeah, just rest in peace. I mean, can't. It's sad to say. Seizure in your sleep. The man ain't even lived half his life yet. He won't know the joy of getting married, having kids.
He probably ain't even live a third or fourth of his life yet, honestly. So rest in peace.
Take it for granted.
Yeah, rest in peace, Cameron Boyce. Like I said, continue to show people love in y'all lives, man, for real. Because you really never know the last time you're going to see somebody. This nigga, Brent. You see this nigga, Stephanie? I cannot wait until we get this video shit rolling, bro. Because like I said last week, you not going to be doing half of the shit you be doing.
I plead the fifth. I will be, but all right.
So what else we got? Oh, I said last week I was going to see Anabelle. And me and my baby, we went to go see it. What you thought about it, baby? But she ain't got no mic, so. Spoiler alert, that shit was trash. That shit was trash.
I did hear bad reviews.
That shit was fucking trash. Of all the Annabelles, Conjurings, all those fucking shit that's tied together, that was the worst movie that they put out, in my opinion. Maybe y'all enjoyed it. That shit was trash to me. Nobody, like I said, spoiler alert. So if you didn't see it, don't listen to what I'm about to say. Nobody even died in the fucking movie. Nobody died in the movie.
You should have gave them time to mute their
people?
mic.
Damn, what does that matter? I think it said, was it all white people? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was.
Well,
what is that? Oh, because all the black niggas always die?
yeah.
Did you see it? Yeah, you didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
Are you gonna go? You want to go see it?
She ain't gonna see it now after that
see it.
review.
I don't have the balls to see the second one.
What second one?
The second
Oh yeah,
one,
there is a second one. Oh yeah, I wanted to read this right here. Where is it at? So I want to read an article about that movie. It's not a review or anything like that, but this is something that happened. What the fuck is it?
He said, "Spoiler alert! It's trash."
Yeah, it is trash, and nobody died in the movie. So yeah, if nobody saw that, of course they weren't gonna know that. So this is the article I saw. So apparently somebody died while watching this movie.
What?
Yeah. So here's the article. If a horror film, blah blah blah, somebody stick a print. What you laughing at? No. All right, moviegoers in Thailand got more than they bargained for when a man died during a screening of Anabelle Comes Home while vacationing.
Bro, you stupid or something, bro? Come on, man. Tighten up, man.
While vacationing in Thailand, a 77-year-old British man by the name of Bernard Channing decided to enjoy a screening of The Conjuring's Anabelle Comes Home. Although it is not clear as to what took place, by the end of the movie, Channing was found dead. Allegedly, Channing was found by the woman seated next to him. However, she did not notice his passing until the movie ended.
Damn.
So that shit was not that scary. So I don't know. But I mean, he's 77, so it's, people, when shit happens in a movie, like, people get scared. Like, they play that.
So, yeah, sometimes, yeah, it would just be that jump scene.
Yeah, it'd be that jump shit. That's what I meant. Yeah, shit probably sounded stupid, but. But that shit could happen. But rest in peace to that gentleman. I'm not trying to make a joke out of that.
Yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah.
So yeah, somebody actually did die seeing it. But I want to say that it wasn't that scary for that to happen. I mean, I don't know what happened to the guy. I don't know.
It was a jump scene. He probably cardiac arrest. Or shit.
Yeah, something could happen. But yeah, so rest in peace to that gentleman. Don't see Anabelle because that shit is trash. And y'all got any other entertainment stuff y'all want to talk about? Stephanie, you two was talking about a whole bunch of stuff before we started recording. Any entertainment stuff, Stephanie, that you want to talk about?
What y'all talking about?
No.
She's like, she over here whispering.
Every time me and Trixie would say something, he's like, wait, don't say
I was
nothing.
trying not to ever say her name on the podcast so niggas wouldn't start getting in her DMs from me saying her name.
They
on
can't
here,
spell it.
Okay,
They're not going to.
They can't just type in the beginning of the letters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's all we.
You know you done fucked up, right?
That's all we got for entertainment. You said what?
Edit it out.
Nah, it's too late now. We keep going. All right. What's the next segment?
All right, so next segment is what's trending. We on 40 minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah. So next segment is what's trending, and I want to say this to anybody that's in our areas, Snellville, Lawrenceville, Georgia. There is an article that came out that my boy brought up to me last week. So apparently, Stephanie, which Wendy's is it
It's
at?
the Wendy's in Lawrenceville
Okay.
off Scenic Highway and Grayson Highway.
Okay, so the Wendy's in Lawrenceville Highway and
By the QT.
and Grayson Highway by the fucking QT. Apparently, there is an employee that tested positive for hepatitis A. So I'm gonna read a little bit of the article. Customers who visited a Wendy's location in Gwinnett County, Georgia, are being urged to get tested. Yo, I'm fucking up. Tested for hepatitis A after an employee tested positive for the viral disease. The employee worked and handled food while infectious from June 13th.
Oh, isn't that by contact and open swore?
So what?
Hep A?
So what now?
Is it by contact?
I guess so. So the employee worked and handled food while infectious from June 13th until June 29th, according to health officials. So pretty much, I want to say, if any of y'all went to this fucking Wendy's from June 13th to June 29th, and even in the article, they're urging people to go get tested. So y'all need to go get tested. I haven't. Luckily, I ain't been there. I don't even know Wendy's like that. You went there, nigga? This nigga Brandon thinking like, damn, I think I did go there get that.
Good thing the
cheeseburger.
spicy nuggets aren't back yet.
You got
That
it.
would've-
Nah, that ain't no joke.
So you ain't go to Wendy's, right?
I ain't go down.
If anybody went to that Wendy's that's in our area from June 13th to June 29th, go get tested for hepatitis A.
Oh damn, they gotta do a lot of damage control now, cause
People in Lawrenceville gotta do a lot.
I would
of
think that they
testing.
gotta shut that bitch down, don't they?
they do, and they gotta pay out people, considering people that probably would sue nowadays. Anybody would sue over anything.
It says hepatitis A causes the liver to swell, resulting in jaundice, fatigue, stomach pain, nausea, and diarrhea. People can be contagious for 2 weeks before and 1 week after symptoms appear. A blood test is the
Look at
most common.
face.
A blood test is the most common way to confirm someone has it. So I wanted to say that if anybody's been to that Wendy's in our area, you need to go get checked for hepatitis A. If you did not see that already, and that's not a lie, that's a true article that is out. And like I said, my boy brought that up to me. So that's all we got for that. And the next thing here, I want to read this article to you guys. This is an article about Spirit Airlines. This is the headline. Black passenger on Spirit Airlines told to move from her seat she paid for after a white woman refuses to sit next to her.
What?
Yep.
Is that the complete story?
No, that's just the headline.
What's the source?
The Shade Room. A lot of my shit been from the Shade Room. But I mean, nigga, it's probably true. I didn't see anybody else post it, but it's probably true. So it says Spirit is the latest airline to find itself in the middle of a firestorm of controversy and backlash after a black female passenger took to social media to recall an encounter on a recent flight that's disheartening to say the least. According to the woman identified as Sierra, she claims that while on board her flight, she was told to relocate her seat because her white seatmate absolutely refused to be seated next to her. Yo, this world is crazy. Tierra claims that she was asked Tierra claims that she asked other passengers if they could switch seats for her, as she agreed. She also stated the woman told her that she thought the seat was going to be empty. The woman eventually allowed the young white college student to sit next to her as Tierra's replacement. What? That's fucked up, bro. I'm trying to read the rest. So what do y'all think about that while I read the rest?
I'm gonna wait on this source. I'm another
Spirit's
source.
always on the news. There's always controversy with Spirit Airlines.
I don't want to say nothing until I hear about another more.
Have you ever flew
More
with
source.
Spirit?
I have.
I have one.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying that, but I'm not taking like the Shade Room as a reliable
But
source
most of the
of.
shit they post do be true.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'd rather hear both sides of something before I pass judgment. And her taking right to social media to report something before taking up with the airline does not,
It says
I'm not saying that it's stuff that don't happen. I'm saying I'd rather wait before I pass judgment on it. That's just
go on
me.
your phone right now. Type in Spirit Airlines
Alright.
Black Panther. It says although she moved to another seat, Tierra stated that she was not happy when Spirit flight attendants referred to her as a team player. Damn. She also blamed Spirit for allegedly putting the white woman's request over her right to sit in the seat she paid for. That's true. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, yo. Racism is never gonna end in this world. In the country, the world.
It is not. I
never gonna end.
agree with that.
Honestly, I know y'all be trying to do all these movements to try to whatever. If you have a movement that you think is gonna end racism, it's not gonna happen. I understand. I'm not trying to say anything negative about any movement out here or anything like that. But if your movement is specifically designed to end racism, it's never gonna happen. Racism is never gonna end in the world. It's just to the end of time. It's gonna always happen.
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen. That's not how God built the world. That's what I think. But
yeah, that's fucked up. Did you find it? Did you find anything, nigga?
Oh, it says BET. Of course they're gonna be biased. I think. Yeah,
BT.
I'm just being real, bro.
Nigga, you ain't black, nigga. That's
I'm just being real, bro. I mean, I'm being real. I want somebody that's gonna report the entire both of the sides.
It's true, nigga. It's true.
I'm not fucked up. I think with my head.
Any other what's trending stuff y'all know going on, Stephanie? Anything you can think of?
Oh, look, this title says uptight Becky refused to let black women.
Oh my
sit.
god.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And
How do y'all feel about?
I don't want to say what I really want to say, but
How do you feel about R. Kelly?
with R. Kelly shit. Oh, he got arrested right again.
Walking his dog.
He deserves it. He deserves it. Yeah, he deserves it.
That's overdue. It's overdue.
I don't know how to keep getting him out every time.
Good lawyers.
Money will pay. Wait, okay, hold on. So he was when that whole fucking thing was on TV. He got arrested after that, right? That whole documentary.
I don't know if he's still waiting a trial for that.
Y'all don't know.
I think he's still waiting trial to kind of see that.
So this is his first time being arrested since all that shit came out.
Yeah.
It's not. No, she's saying no.
No.
It's not.
He got arrested. So he did get out. It was on bond, wasn't it? Yeah. So R. Kelly got arrested again. If y'all didn't see it, but anything else? Fuck R. Kelly. I don't even want to talk about it. He don't deserve that shit. Us to talk about him. All right. So I think that's everything. We're gonna get into our. Unless you got something else, B.
Oh man, this white look bougie.
Oh, they got a picture of the lady.
Oh yeah, she look bougie as hell.
Let me see.
Yeah, she look like the type.
Let me see.
She look like the type.
Oh hell no.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up. And if they took
and keep in mind that you're not obligated to you are not obligated to comply with the request. If you pay for that seat, just for future,
I'm not fucking moving.
If you pay for that seat, you're not obligated to move. You're not.
That's your seat.
I'm not fucking.
That's your seat. You paid for that seat.
The fuck out of here.
Unless they want to move you to first class.
No, unless they give you a substantial amount of money.
That's
shit.
Said she look like Corella DeVille.
Yeah,
that's Corella DeVille, right?
Yeah. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
That is her. All right, so we gonna move on to our Q&A questions. We got 2 questions. We appreciate you guys sending those questions too. If you have any questions that's related to anything we've talked about in our Q&A segments, please send that to askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. No I in insensitive. Again, that's askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. We appreciate everybody that has sent questions already. Keep sending questions. So we're gonna do our Q&A segment. Stephanie's gonna answer those questions with us. And then we're going to get into our last segment. I won't say it right now. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. And for the questions, we could only kind of stick to maybe just 2. We could only do 2 this week. Week by week, it's just going to be 2.
Yeah, we say that every week.
So I'm just saying we can't.
Yeah, because we can't do too many because it's a lot of stuff we talk about.
But just keep sending the questions. We'll pick from the best. And,
on weeks that there's not really a lot of stuff to talk about, if we have a lot of questions, we'll answer more questions. So
we just could only do 2 this week.
Right, so I'll go ahead and read them. No, fuck that, because I've been talking too fast. I've been fucking shit up. All right, so this first email is from her name says Dina Love. Dina, we appreciate you sending this. So this is 2. It's one right here, and then there's another one at the bottom.
Oh, damn.
To it. Yeah. All right, so
You
Brandon's
sure the
gonna-
bottom one was in the first one?
No, there's the second one.
All right, from Dina Love, she said, "Hey guys, so I have a question for the podcast. Hopefully it is not so long. Yeah, it is, but it's all right. It's okay. I'm sitting by the pool tonight at my apartment.
Hold on, bro. Start over, bro.
I'm sitting by the pool tonight at my apartment complex, and I'm just thinking about this while listening to the podcast. My mind is on the double standard of males and females. So me and my boyfriend have been dating for about 1.5 years now. In the midst of our relationship, he cheated on me. Oh shit! He swears up.
Haven't heard that already in these Q&A segments.
Yeah, he swears up and down he did not have sex, but he was intimate with her in other ways. He begged and told me he was sorry multiple times. I forgave him, but he expected me to get over it quick. Time frame was about 3 weeks after I took it back. I told him I needed time. He told me he would do whatever it took to heal our relationship, that he would do his part and not lose me. He told me that it was just a screw up and it was an ego issue on his end. But because I wasn't getting over him cheating on me quick enough, he said he would leave me since I can't let it go. Damn. After he cheated on me, seriously, why did I get in a relationship if you're going to cheat? Shit, that is true. Does a man not value, respect, or find her worthy anymore after he cheats because he took her back, or even before the cheating? Why is it that when males mess up, they want us to take them back? It's not the same, vice versa. Also, good job on starting the podcast. I remember you guys from South. The globe is real. Hey, we appreciate it. Oh, she said she forgot to add this. Do you guys think that Instagram models or celebrities make girls look at their partner different? Does it make people lust for someone who still looks like that? Thanks. Wait, what? I'm gonna read the last part.
No, that last part. Yeah, what she said.
It says, do you guys think that Instagram models or celebrities make guys/girls look at their partners differently? Does it make people lust for someone who looks like that, like the Instagram models? All right, so we'll do the first part first.
So what was her question on the first part? What was she asking?
Shit, hold on. I gotta look through it. Hold on. Double standard, Mr. Cheating. The question is this.
Hold
on a sec. Shut up. Does a man not value, respect, or find her worthy anymore after he cheats because he took her back? Or before the cheating, why is it that when males mess up, they want us to take them back? It is not the same, vice versa. Okay, so I think we should give Stephanie.
Yeah.
To tell her.
Okay. Oh, and I want to say this too because Stephanie, you're our first guest, so this is a female perspective on this whole situation. So we haven't had that yet on the podcast. So, nigga, she also said why wasn't the female on the first episode? She said that at the bottom.
So due to some complications with that, we kind of had to.
If y'all saw the whole thing we posted up when we first started the podcast, there was a female that was supposed to be on the podcast with us, but it just didn't work out at the last minute. So, but we still have it on our page and all that. We don't have it just didn't work out. That's all I'm gonna say. It just didn't work out.
That's not to say that it won't be good. As far as we will have input in here, about female perspective. We're not just gonna be biased. If you're thinking that just for two guys, we'll have female perspective on here. Try to keep
that's funny that she said that, and I was talking about Stephanie's female perspective, but she literally said that. Also, why wasn't the female on the first episode? So yeah, it's just.
But then again, too, she was asking too for what guy. She wants us to know what we think, but yeah, go ahead, Steph.
Is this one email, one question?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one question.
Well, the second one is a separate, but it's the same person. The second part is a separate person.
Yeah, and then we got one more that we gonna answer. So.
Okay, so my perspective is I know I'm a more forgiving person.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see myself forgiving a person if they cheat on me. It depends though on the situation, but it takes a lot of growing to know your self-worth to not forgive that person and just move on.
Right. Because
once they cheat on you, you're never gonna trust them. You're always gonna be paranoid. You're always gonna accuse them. You're never gonna trust them, and you're just gonna find fault in everything they do, even if they genuinely try.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. That's all you got to say. Damn, I thought you had more than that.
And people make mistakes, but yeah, I mean, to keep it short.
So I want to ask you this: do you believe that if somebody cheats, that means that they never loved the other person? Do you believe that as a woman?
I don't believe that, because some people take a long time to grow, and some people can't.
Some people take longer than others to grow.
Yeah.
Grow as in what?
As in to be mature enough to stay in a relationship and have the strength to not God. To have the strength to not be a hoe. Like, stop being a hoe. If you don't get with somebody, be straightforward.
Damn, bro,
stop playing with people.
Alright, damn.
I'm upset.
Alright,
Now I'm thinking too deep into this. I was trying to be calm, but now I'm mad. I'm tired of getting played. Don't waste my time. Don't waste this woman's time. Don't waste these guys' time. If you're not gonna be with them 100%, then don't do it.
She says, does a man not value, respect, or find her worthy anymore because after he cheats because he took her back? I don't understand that.
She doesn't feel like she's respected because he cheated. So what do you have to say?
I'm gonna say this.
She
I'm
feels
hold
weak
up.
because she took him back. That's the problem.
Say what now?
She probably feels weak that she took him back, and
I'm gonna say this, and not Brandon. You was so what'd you say last week? About I don't even remember, but you said something and I was like, don't trust this nigga Brandon, but I was just playing. But honestly, that's how it is, man. When that's what I see out here. When a guy gets cheated on, they'll leave the girl quick as fuck. But when a guy cheats on a girl, they expect the girl to stay there, which ain't fair, because we had this conversation all the time, Brandon. It's honestly not fair that niggas do that. So I mean, I don't know, man. Niggas gotta grow up. We all gotta grow up.
yeah, we all do.
We all gotta grow up. Men in general, we gotta grow up, because that's what's the word? What we say about Jermaine Dupri? What was the word?
I don't know.
I'm a little tipsy. No, not insecure.
Shallow?
Double standard.
Double standard.
It's a double standard, and we niggas, y'all can't do that. You can't, if you cheat on a girl and fucking you fuck up, you can't expect her to stay, and then if she cheats on you, you gonna leave her the first moment it happens. Niggas can't do that. That's not fair.
I think it's an ego thing too.
All right.
Guys think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. What you think, B?
I just think, I mean, yeah, it's a double standard with it. It's just that I'm gonna say this. Yeah, if he really truly cared, I'm not gonna say he probably don't care about you, but he probably don't care as much as you think.
He cares.
I'm gonna disagree with Stephanie and say that, because
What did she say? Damn.
she said that, just because necessarily, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, but cheating on somebody, people don't look at a relationship nowadays as sacred anymore. They feel like something is always justified.
Because Instagram and so, like I said last week, Instagram and social media has fucked all that up.
It's not to say that he doesn't, appreciate you. We don't know that. We don't know him. We don't know how do you feel? We don't know him. How do you feel about him, appreciating you? You feel like just this point, you don't feel like he appreciates you, or is it the entire relationship? Because it's going to be one more than the other. It's not going to be it's not going to be
a lot of niggas
just this point.
A lot of niggas want their cake and eat it too, honestly.
But that's not to say that everybody's like that.
Everybody isn't like that. So women, just because you got cheated on, don't think that every nigga's like that. Every nigga's not the same.
Exactly.
Men, every female is not the same. It takes a lot of time and growing and a lot of experiences to understand that, especially when you've been hurt, when you've been really fucking hurt, because we all been there. Yeah. But everybody's not the same. Y'all gotta understand that you'll find the right person one day, and somebody always comes when you fucking least expect it. So stop looking for a relationship, because a lot of y'all out there looking for some shit. Just let it happen. Oh, all right. So yeah, we going. Oh no, she asked also.
Part,
yeah. Do you guys think that Instagram models or celebrities make guys and girls look at their partners different? I don't understand that. Does it make people lust for someone who looks like that?
She's saying, like, the videos that you see on Instagram. Does it make us like kind of want that type of person? that physique, that body.
World Star posts shit like that every day. That shit is aggravating. That shit is fucking aggravating.
And from another guy's perspective, that shit is really fucking aggravating. I absolutely hate that shit. Me personally, I don't like females.
It don't do shit for me.
I don't like females using it like.
What's so funny?
She gonna say it in a minute.
Go ahead, Stephanie. Talk. It's your podcast now. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
I think everybody's different.
Go ahead.
You don't want to have empty airspace. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Go ahead.
No, we listen to your ass. What you mean?
Yes, I do think some guys want a woman who looks very superficial.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, can you elaborate a little more on that?
You gotta back it up, Stephanie. You gotta back it up.
Because some guys come out very shallow. I feel like me personally, the guys I ran into that I've met, kind of has that persona that they want a girl who's like 100% got the perfect body.
Will they ever get that though?
Hell no.
Okay then, they'll learn.
And I think
not all guys are like that though. So
that's true. But
Dina, I'll say this, Dina. Is that I hope that was your name. But Dina, yes, there are guys out here that lust over that because I see it in the comments on shit like that. Niggas be lusting over shit like posts like that. So there are guys that lust over that, but every guy is not like that. Like niggas like me, niggas like Brandon, that shit is aggravating to see that on World Star all day. To be honest, on Instagram.
You guys are good guys.
But what else is you at?
Where the rest of them at?
You gotta look.
Yeah, you don't like that.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Look.
At least expect it.
Oh, they got jalapeno Doritos.
All right, let's move. Let's move on to the next question. So, this next Q&A question is from DeAndre Williams. Appreciate it, DeAndre. You want to read it, B? All right, Brandon's gonna read it.
What's up, fellas? My name is DeAndre. I ran into the podcast when I was randomly looking on SoundCloud. I enjoyed listening to episode 2, Black Men Don't Cheat. He put that in quotes. It's a real dude right here. Yeah, I would like to send a question.
My nigga.
Yeah, I would like to send a question in and hopefully it will pick up for the show. Here's my backstory. I've talked to my boys about this. I thought maybe people I didn't know would have a different insight. Do you think there's a time limit on proposing to your significant other? What if you do not see yourself proposing? Does not proposing after a certain time make people change? So, I've been with my girlfriend for about 5 years now. Definitely not perfect. But I've always felt like she was good to me until recently. Oh, shit. We've been living together for about 3 years, and we've always got a question about marriage and kids. Honestly, it just does not come to mind. I know she would be a great mother and wife to someone, but I'm not sure about me. I'm not sure if I want that life, but I don't want her to leave. But lately, I just feel like she's been slacking off, and I start to think, why would I propose if she's acting this way? She used to cook for me after work, but now she doesn't. She stopped doing a lot of things.
Boy!
Damn, what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
He's so ignorant.
All right, let me finish reading it. Yeah, damn. Shit. She stopped doing a lot of things and bothers me. What if we have a child? What is she going to stop the... Damn, DeAndre. What is she going to do to... Damn, DeAndre. Shit. What is she going to do to stop watching the kid to get her way? She made a comment to me months ago. Why would I continue to do wifey things for a guy who isn't my husband? Her dumbass friends probably got that in her mind.
Go ahead.
This dude is a real dude right here, bro. Am I wrong?
Wait, he said what about her friends?
Dumbass friends.
What did he say? Nigga, let me see this shit. What did he say?
He was like, her dumbass friends probably got that in her mind. Am I wrong here? Is she? This nigga funny.
Is she what? This nigga didn't finish reading.
Nah, that's it. Is she wrong?
Oh, am I wrong here or is she? Go ahead, Stephanie.
Okay.
There we go.
She obviously brings a lot to the table. What do you bring? She cooks for you, she cleans for you, but what do you bring? You contemplate on staying with her. You've probably cheated on her before.
Whoa, I mean, come on now. He didn't say all that now.
Whatever.
Come on now. You making judgments.
DeAndre is... Hey, listen. DeAndre... This nigga is black. Black men don't cheat.
Okay.
DeAndre is a black nigga day. That was the episode last week. Black men... I'm joking. Go ahead. Look how she looking.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Keep stuff in mind. It's not. I mean, it's your opinion. Go ahead.
Okay.
You good. Go ahead.
If I was with someone for 5 years and they're thinking about that they don't want to stay with me, and then they're saying how I'm not a wife, I stopped cooking for them and cleaning for them. There's reasons as to why I'm not doing those things anymore for you.
What's the reasons that you stopped doing that for him, Stephanie? What's the reasons
You
you
know,
stopped
he's
doing that for
funny
my man
thing.
DeAndre?
He said all the things she's not doing. What is he not doing? He always put her side on it, or his perception on it.
Yeah,
Perspective.
That's true. You right.
Brandon.
All right. I'm not DeAndre. I'm Brandon.
He said, do you think there is a time limit on proposing to your significant other? I've said, I don't know.
Wait,
know.
let's see. Is there a time limit? Why you looking at me
Okay.
up and down? I'm Brandon. I'm not DeAndre. I'm Brandon.
I don't think there's a time limit. You know.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
you know.
What?
I think
Stop.
I said it last week. What were we talking about? I don't fucking remember what we was fucking talking about.
Mashed potatoes or something?
I'm finna be drunk. I don't fucking know what the fuck we was talking about. But I said that I did say that it takes a long time until you truly get to know somebody. And I said I think it takes like 2 years until you really get to see somebody's true colors. I'm not gonna say that you should put a 2-year time limit before you propose to your significant other. But I do think I'll say, DeAndre, that you do need time to actually live with a person, see their actual habits, see their true colors before you propose to somebody. So take the time to get to know somebody, even before you jump into a relationship. Get to know that person, be friends with that person before you get into a relationship with that before you get with that person. So what else you got, B? You got something?
Yeah. Let me see the email real quick.
Hold on. What do you? I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, take it. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
All
Sorry,
right, man.
DeAndre.
So, look, man. The first thing you got to figure out is if you want to be with a girl, bro, because she probably acting different. Just to keep it real with you, and you hearing it from a guy. Just to be real with you, bro. With females, they go on a different time, man. When they want something and she probably sees that stuff. If she says that, why would I be, doing this wifey stuff if you don't see me, So she probably got a feeling, or if you told her what you feel about being, proposing and stuff like that. So she probably feels some type of way. They don't act like how other, guys, they go on a different time. They, timeline as far as that. It's not the same for females. So she's probably expecting something and she probably wants something. So if you've been together for a while and you said, 5 years now, I mean, you do know her, and, if she's cooking for you and stuff like that, meaning you probably live with her, I
think he said that they live together.
Yeah, and she stopped doing that stuff. She's not wrong in the situation, though. She's not. To be real with you, she's not. If you think that you're not gonna be that type of person to offer that to her, bro, don't keep holding on to her. Yeah, she might be a good girl. Yeah, that's cool and all, bro. But if you can't give her what she want, bro, somebody will. To be real with you.
He said, "What if we have a child? What is she gonna do? Stop watching the kid?"
Yeah, but you gotta understand her feelings in what you're saying. You gotta understand that she might be slacking off doing this stuff because you're not even putting it on the table or actually giving her the reason why that you don't want to get. You don't even know why you don't want to do it. You don't even want to know, dog, because you didn't mention up why. You don't know if the life is right for you, but it's selfish to have her hanging around here and you don't know if it's right for her, if it's right for you to do. If it's right for you to be the marrying type, you don't know if you want that. So it's selfish on your part. I'm just keeping it real with you. I mean, that's just the way I see it.
That's true.
But I understand it from your perspective, though.
Yeah,
you don't want her to go. You don't want her to go because you got love for her and whatnot. But bro, she's running on a different timeline than you, bro. She gonna be expecting it. So.
Yo,
But that's all I think I really gotta say.
Yo, this shit is funny as fuck. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Good people are hard to find, so she's good, keep her.
That's all you wanted to say. Oh shit.
Short and sweet.
Damn, there's something else. He says does not proposing after a certain time make people change.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so.
Yeah, it does.
She's gonna be more
She's
passive.
expecting-
Especially if
bro.
she expected that. But look, this is what I would say about that. I had this conversation with you. When you put expectations, this nigga Brandon is tripping. When you said what?
Don't get me started on that.
When you put expectations on shit, people. This is my opinion. I think myself that you shouldn't put expectations on certain things because the minute those expectations don't happen, That's when pain comes. That's when you start to get hurt. That's just my opinion. So I think you should take everything a day at a time. Don't put expectations on certain things. Take everything a day at a time. Appreciate every single day that you have with a person. I think my baby wants to jump in, but she ain't got a mic, so she gonna have to jump in on next episode.
Say something to the mic.
She finna let.
But okay, so am I wrong? But am I wrong, Brandon? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
All right, let me see what they gonna say first.
No. And as human, damn, come on, pushing my head.
You gotta get a little closer though.
As human beings, regardless.
And that's it for the incentive
podcast. I'm just saying, we all have expectations in our life, okay? Like, even if you think about it, goals are things that we plan on meeting. That's an expectation that you have of yourself.
Yeah,
like completing a goal, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So why would you get into a relationship with somebody and be like, okay, like example, I want to get in a relationship with somebody and I know that eventually I want this with this person. So it's like, you know what you want for yourself. That's an expectation that you have for yourself going into something. I'm tired of people, like, I get what Pernell is saying, but in reality, self-consciously, we all have expectations. You want to get into something, you think, oh, hopefully I get into this and maybe this will be the person I marry, I this and I that. Well, it doesn't make sense. We all have expectations. You've been with somebody for so long and, like, what's his name, DeAndre? He got used to her cooking. Now he mad she ain't cooking no more. That was an expectation that he had that she probably was doing.
Yeah, DeAndre, she's right.
Self-consciously, he got used to that.
Yeah.
And now that's an expectation that she took away that he didn't realize that he had probably. Now he's like, damn, she ain't cooking no more. What the fuck? Da, 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 da. So think about it. We self-consciously start building up expectations when you're with the person. This person stopped opening the door for me. Damn, I expected him to hold the door. He always held the door for me. So it's like, you're with somebody, it builds up. When somebody stops doing anything, everybody has expectations. Like, hello, self-love, right? Don't you have to have the expectations to have self-love? You expect somebody to treat you good, you expect yourself to treat yourself good. You love yourself. So, in reality, we have to have expectations. And I'm out.
Next episode, I gotta get a fourth mic. Good job, baby. Clap, man. Yay. So y'all don't have anything else for DeAndre?
Nah, man. Just we keeping it real, bro. We don't know. Me, P, Stephanie, and T don't. We don't know.
Who the fuck is T?
T-Bone over here. We don't.
Curly T.
Yeah, Curly T. We don't know you, bro, but just I mean, me and P, bro, we keeping it real with you as guys. Stephanie keeping it real, T keeping it real with you.
All right. In
this situation, bro, you gotta evaluate, what's up, because you know what it is. What's next?
That's it for the Q&A. That's the only two questions we had. So we appreciate DeAndre and Dina. It's funny both their names start with a D, but we appreciate you guys sending those questions. Like I said, if you have any questions, guys, similar to that, any fucking thing that you could think of, if it's some stupid shit, we're not gonna answer it, of course. But send it to askinsensitivepod@gmail.com, like I said earlier. And we on hour 13. Y'all want to get into the last one?
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right,
it's a good topic anyway.
So the last topic we had before we get the fuck up out of here, it's midnight. We gonna talk about toxic relationships, and more importantly, how the fuck do you know when to move on when you're in a toxic relationship? Some people don't even know they're in a toxic relationship. Their friends might be telling them, their family might be telling them. Some people, y'all funny. Some people don't even know when they're in a toxic relationship. So we gonna talk about that and how to know and when the fuck to move on. I don't know how long this fucking topic's gonna last. What?
You can lie down on the floor.
I don't know how long this topic's gonna last, but we gonna jump into it. And if y'all got questions like the shit we just answered, toxic relationships, the Q&A shit we just answered, send your questions. We gonna answer. We gonna give our honest opinions. This is the Insensitive Podcast. We named this shit for a reason. We named it that name for a reason.
As you can see, DeAndre, he a dude. We keeping it real. We trying to be unbiased. We told him he's wrong because he's wrong. To be real with you, he was wrong in that situation. But just send the questions.
All right, Stephanie, go ahead.
Toxic relationship, Stephanie.
Okay.
How do you know when to move on? How do you know?
Or how do you know? First of all, I think the first more addressing point would be how do you know you're in a relationship, but a toxic relationship.
I thought of this topic earlier, and I was at work all day trying to figure out what to talk about during this shit, and I had no idea. And I was busy as fuck, so I can't really think about this shit. So we really just freestyling this shit. Like, honestly, we freestyling this shit. So
and none of this stuff is scripted, so we do not, come up with a script and do all this. We don't know questions. We don't look at before we usually don't look at before we do the podcast. This is off the top of the dome. So, all right, Stephanie, go.
When you're in a toxic relationship, when you're not happy, when you're crying all the time, when you're paranoid, when you're too busy thinking about somebody that don't give a shit about you. Let's see, what else? When you're getting beat up.
Yeah.
When what?
yeah, that shit not an issue because there's a lot of people getting beat on out here.
When you have to really have a self-reflection. Usually your friends will tell you.
And if multiple people are telling you the same shit, chances are they not crazy. You the one that might be tripping.
Especially family too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your family knows. Your friends know.
Yeah, your family, usually your mama, daddy, usually
They can't be the only thing you got to say on the subject. That's a pretty broad.
We gotta ask me more questions because it's just a toxic relationships.
Don't hold on to the shit for too long, Brandon. We all been in a toxic relationship. Every single one of us. Yeah. Every single one of us has been in that shit. And I'm pretty sure that toxic relationship we all held on to longer than we should have.
Definitely.
Right, B.
I speak from, just like these two, I speak from experience. Like, some people, they so blind when you're so, I'm not going to say some people. You are so blind when you're in it. I was
so blind.
You were so blind when you're in a toxic relationship.
You don't
realize it because you have some sort of connection to the person that you perceive as that is love, then you'll stay there, no matter what. And that's not the way that you need to think. That's abuse and all that kind of stuff is always going to present itself, because you'll be more unhappy there. When you're in that place in a toxic relationship, then you will be happy. That's how you know you're in a toxic relationship. It's no benefit to you. You're just sticking around and just for no reason.
And I feel like if you know you're in a toxic relationship and you just holding on and you just so in love with that person, you don't know how to let go. I'm gonna tell you this from experience. The minute you fucking let that shit go, that's when a whole bunch of other doors is gonna open up for you. That's when your life gonna start changing. That's when new opportunities are gonna start being presented to you. I'm telling you that from experience, and I'm not even just me. I've heard that from other people. The minute you let that shit go, you may be holding on to that shit just because you don't want to be in pain. But the minute you let that shit go, that's when your life is gonna start changing. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be the hardest thing that you do to let it go. But the worst thing that you could do is not learn a lesson from it. If you don't learn a lesson from being in a toxic relationship, know what not to do, who to be with, the signs to look for, then you didn't grow. You didn't learn. You didn't learn nothing.
Right. Every relationship that you in, you need to take something from that and use it in the next relationship. Take everything that you learn. Everything is a learning experience. Every single thing that you go through in your life is a learning experience. You use that for the next time around. That's what you got to do. Because if you don't do that, then you just wasting time. Honestly, that's what I feel like.
T, you want to say something?
What?
Relationships with the partners.
Speak up, baby.
The relationships with the partner is not the only thing that is toxic relationships.
All right.
You have toxic relationships with family, with friends, and you gotta learn to let that go too. All right. We always think a toxic relationship as just with
relationships.
Right. Family could be toxic too, and sometimes you have to take a step back because But sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you may think that your family is trying to take you out of that, but that means you're invested in that relationship. And sometimes people who are in toxic relationship, that's all they've ever known. Even when they have toxic family, toxic friends, when you're on drugs, like that's the only lifestyle that you know. Toxic. I can't say the word.
Toxic.
No, I was trying to use a different word. And friendships are a big one. Like, friends are toxic as shit.
Yeah,
You
the
may
wrong
think-
friends. Yeah.
You may think that they have your back, and they don't. You have friends that hate on you.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
friends could be really toxic, and
That's why
you don't
gotta
need that
watch, yeah.
energy, because that energy, negative energy, feeds on you, and then people notice that. Just like like when you have toxic friends, and then they rub off on you, and if let's say you have a kid or something like that, like you're bringing that negative energy, and I believe all in energy, and that spreads around. So y'all better put God first, because God coming.
Yeah, we everybody's been in that shit. Like I said last week, if you say that you ain't never been cheated on, you a fucking liar. If you ain't never been in a toxic relationship, I'm not gonna say you a liar, but
You might not realize it.
yeah, you might. Yeah, a lot of people are blind to the shit,
Yeah.
and you put that shit over your
Just
friends.
don't keep
and-
being blind.
Yeah,
It's a hard first step to take to come out of it and to realize it. But if your friends are saying it, your family's saying it, you gotta take the initiative to kind of take a step back and realize, all right, why they saying this? Is this really what's best for me? Am I, is what they're saying true?
and like I said, everybody's saying the same thing.
And it could be
crazy.
cool people that you've been cool with for a while. It could be cool people you've been cool with for a while that you may not realize it, but when you really think about it,
You really gotta protect your peace.
yeah.
Yeah, happiness and peace of mind is. I feel like that's the two most important things in the world. People don't put that as high as they should. Happiness and peace of mind, because that shit is important, man. You drive yourself crazy, worry about the wrong shit.
Yep.
You drive yourself crazy, going out here doing the wrong things for the wrong reasons. You'll drive yourself crazy doing all that shit. So if anybody's in need, going through any of this type of shit, man, talk to people. I know a lot of people don't like to express their feelings and shit like that, but you got to talk to people, man, because the right person may say the right fucking thing, and that shit just clicks. You just never fucking know. Because what's the shit Tupac says? I don't think I could change the world, but I may spark the mind that changes the fucking world. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes the right person to say the certain right thing. A million people could tell you one thing, and then one person might tell you that one thing that fucking changes your mind about something. So
Yeah.
that's what I think. So if anybody's going through that, man, stay calm, pray as much as you possibly can, because I can't even preach that enough, because we all go through shit, man. A lot of times we don't even want to talk about certain shit that we going through to certain people, but honestly, man, if you don't believe in God, shit, talk to somebody, like I said. So I think that's all we got.
That's it.
That's it.
Went through our questions. We did what you said.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing else, Stephanie? We appreciate you
Shit,
coming.
if you stuck with us this long, shit.
But not for real, Stephanie. Appreciate you coming for real.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't really talk a lot.
It's fine.
No, you did enough. You did what you need you to do.
Especially with your input with the questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll appreciate it. She probably didn't expect that. She probably didn't expect that.
There was something I wanted to say, but it literally slipped my mind about the toxic relationship. There was one more thing that I wanted to
Sorry
say.
that you ugly or
I
something?
think you need to send
It
me
wasn't that.
material next time.
What, the shit that we gonna talk about?
Yeah.
Well, we did. That's why we do the pre-production.
Yeah, we don't really look.
Did we? Damn, we didn't even do that. I don't think we read through everything. You read the shit.
I don't really read.
Did
It's
you
off the
read-
jump. It's
Did
off
you
the
read this
jump.
paper?
I skimmed through it. I
Well,
stopped
there you go.
sports and stopped reading.
We don't talk about the stuff before we
Well,
read.
I told you that you weren't gonna come in until after sports, so you should have read.
I
it.
had
we
to
said-
figure
we
out
said
this
recording.
I'm trying to
thing.
figure out what the fuck I was gonna say about the toxic relationship shit, but I fucking forgot. It was something important
I
too.
wanted to say also, when you're in a toxic relationship, you're afraid of being alone again. And
Oh yeah.
I can
Yeah.
say that that's where I was before.
Yeah.
That I was so used to that person and used to the situation that being alone again scared me.
Yeah.
And that's what really
Yeah,
helped
you
me
can't
on.
be afraid to be alone.
Yeah, my mom had gave me some good advice. She was just like, you can't be afraid, and it's very good advice. You can't be afraid to start over. You
Yeah.
can't, especially when it comes to your happiness. Is you don't want to start over, but you can't be afraid to start over.
And the longer, if you know you're not supposed to be in that shit, the longer you keep putting it off, well, I'm gonna just wait and see what happens. I'm telling you, the harder it's gonna be. You keep dragging that shit out, it's gonna get harder and harder, and you're gonna get to the point that where you gonna be thinking some crazy shit when you just know it's gonna. Sometimes it just takes something crazy to happen for you to finally leave the person, which is fucked up because it shouldn't have to be that way. But that's just how it is. When you drag the shit out for so long, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna take something drastically crazy for you to finally leave that person, and don't get to that fucking point. What the fuck is this shit on TV?
Look at this.
Bro, what are you watching, bro?
But no.
That's how you with it. That's a double dick.
Yeah.
That's a toxic
When you only
relationship.
stay for the dick.
Yeah.
Stephanie, we appreciate you being here. Anybody that listened this long, because this is our longest episode so far, we appreciate y'all listening. Like I said, any Q&A questions, send that to askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. Everybody that has done it already, we truly appreciate it. Me and B, we trying to take this shit as far as we possibly can, my niggas. So we appreciate everybody. Our Instagram and Twitter to follow us is going to be in the description on YouTube. Like I said, appreciate you guys listening. If y'all got anything else to say, I'm done.
Keep sticking with us. We're gonna keep bringing you guys good content
Every week we here.
Yeah,
as long as we
keep
possibly
sending
can.
questions. Keep tuning in.
Thank you guys for inviting me, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, we'll have you on here again because this shit went well, honestly, to me. But we appreciate you guys for listening, man. Till next week, we will be back. We don't have a certain day yet that we gonna just record every week, do we? Yeah, we don't have a certain day yet, but and we still working on getting another audio outlet for you guys to listen to. Video is still coming soon. When we have a date that we gonna do all that, we will let you guys know. We appreciate you guys listening, man. Until next time, this is the Insensitive Podcast. We will see y'all. So y'all ain't gonna say nothing. That's it.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Appreciate y'all.